Well, howdy, nearly senior citizens here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to another day, brand new day, as is fact. Thumbs up for that. Yay! Shelton, Washington weather report. Might as well jump into this fast. It was nice. I can't speak English today, and my sincere apologies. It was nice-ish yesterday, warm. So I just went out and just, one shirt, and boy, glad I didn't use anything else. And it's going to be bright today. Thumbs up for that. Definitely a good thing. Yay! Today is therapy, so I'm all jangled up. Don't have a lot in mind, even though I've got a lot written down on my topics list. But I haven't been thinking about a lot of stuff, but I'll talk about that. And a lot of things as well. First, to take a look on my list here, I'm going to talk about this one first. Yesterday, I had talked about the day prior. I had taken 20 milligrams of Ritalin in the morning, 20 milligrams in the afternoon, but the way I spaced it out in the afternoon, and then took another 10 in late afternoon, I went and I slept great last night, was thoroughly refreshed, had no pain when I woke up. It was awesome. And I tried it again yesterday. Didn't work out quite so well. I was too cold. I woke up at 2:30 from pain. But life is life. Every day is a whole bunch of puzzle pieces. And some days you can go pop, 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 and get it done quickly. And other days you're just going, I don't even know where this piece goes. So that was just one of those days. It wasn't a bad and terrible night. Just wasn't as nice. One of the things I sort of bunched up my afternoon stuff toward the beginning of the afternoon, and that might have been an issue. I took my first dosage at like 5:30 and the second dosage at 7:30. So I had my full 20 at that point. And then I took my next one at noon, my second one at 1:30, and my third final dose at 3 o'clock. I'm going to try it at 12, 2, and 4 instead of 12, 1:30, and 3. Because that might work better. And on Monday, I have an appointment to see my medication manager. Well, online, so thumbs up for that. So I'll be able to tell her about all this, and that's good. Yay! And the 11th of next month is when I get my next shot. I'm going to get that. Thumbs up for that. So last night was not so nice. I was too cold. I even had a second blanket on, and I was still too cold. So, yay. But at least I slept some, and that's good. So I didn't feel too terrible about that. Oh, real quick, hokey smokes. I've wanted to talk about this one for over a week now. About a week ago, I was up here. My kitty cat was outside, and I heard a yowl. So I went outside and I called, Amelia, and then she came out of the forest and she had a fluffy tail. So she had been doing something. Excuse me. And I wasn't too happy about that, but the next night it happened again. She did the same thing. A yowl from outside. She came prancing back with a big fluffy tail. Only I didn't notice until a couple of days later. She'd gotten bitten in her ear, literally bitten. It almost went completely through, if not all the way through. I don't know if she was fighting a cat or another animal or what, but by the time I noticed it, all the fur had fallen off of that ear. It was swollen, this thick. Normally ears are like this thick. It was like this. Couple puncture holes, pus. So I started treating it with an antibiotic ointment and just making sure she has lots of food and lots of water. And it's better. She still has no fur on that ear. She still has a couple open areas on the not as swollen, but still swollen ear. It is getting better. Thank goodness. But hokey smokes, by the time I even noticed it. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know if she was fighting another cat or if she was tussling with an animal out there, another animal, raccoon or possum or whatever. Who knows? Hopefully it wasn't anything too terrible. I mean, she's doing okay now. Her ear's getting better. So that's good. That's good. Oof. Okay. And then this is a really simple, quick one, but I'm going to talk about this too. I've talked before about how I'm an introvert. And as I become more and more of an introvert as I've gotten older, because of my social anxieties, my ADHD, where I am on the spectrum, it's just a whole bunch of combinations of things. I started withdrawing when I was really, really young. I mean, I always found it much more entertaining to read a book than to go out and see other people. And then when I started even getting involved with playing role-playing games, I have more fun reading the role-playing game books and making up adventures than actually playing them. So even though as a younger person I still went out every weekend to drink and party and all that, I just was withdrawing the older and older I got. Now, at my age of 58 and a half, I am a pretty big introvert, which isn't always good, but I am one of those that does recharge around other people. So whenever I get to feeling too lonely, too stressed or whatever, that's one of the reasons I go out walkies. But I'm the kind of introvert, I don't need to actually be around other people to be around other people. If I go outside and I'm around human artifacts and I hear evidence of human activity in the background, or I see people in the background, then I am around people and I feel recharged. I don't actually need to be around living physical people to be around people. And I'm pretty happy being that way. I am separate but not isolated. I am alone but largely not lonely. Largely. I do want to get other friends, and I'll hopefully get to that in a moment. So when I just go out walkies, not seeing anybody, just walking around buildings and hearing cars in the background and other industrial stuff, that's great. Does the job for me. And I am recharged, and I can come back here and be fine being by myself again for 95% of the time. Now, as stated though, I am still a human being. I do crave some kind of social contact. Through no fault of anybody, because of things that are happening in everybody's lives, my talking with people online, I know they ebb and they flow. When things go bad, I tend to cocoon and withdraw. So I will make huge bursts on social media places, and I'll post a lot and I'll talk to people, and then when I feel bad, boom, I vanish. And then I'm just gone. And then I'll poke back out when I feel better, and then as soon as something starts to go bad, I just pull back and I stop posting on everywhere again as I cocoon and just withdraw. At the same time, though, as stated, I have talked with people online, and I still talk with people, but, life has ebbs and flows, and right now, there are even people in comments that say, are you ever going to do some of this stuff with people? Like Terraria or Minecraft or whatever, with actual other people. Yes, I like I say, I am an introvert. I am isolated. No, separate but not isolated, alone but largely not lonely. On the whole, I don't really like to interact with other people, but I also do like to interact online with other people. And yeah, I like talking with people. I like playing games with other people. I recorded like an hour and a half with Russian timing, 6 months, a year ago? That was great. I love doing stuff like that. It's like, do I want to do things with other people? Yeah, I'd love to collab with other YouTubers, but who's ever going to collab with me? I'm nobody. I got a lot of subscribers, but I got those from back in the days when I was doing reaction videos. And even those, as I've mentioned, people that sign up for heavy metal reactions aren't going to watch any other videos except when I do heavy metal reactions. People that sign up for K-pop are only going to watch when I react to K-pop. People that like Lana Del Rey are only going to watch when I react to Lana Del Rey. It's good to have subscribers. It's good to have people that watch, but that audience is only going to watch when I react to something in particular. And because of my recovery through therapy and medications and such, I can't do the reactions anymore. And I know I've talked about this, I've mentioned it, but I would like, but after my wife died, I was so numb from depression and numb from her death, I needed to feel, even as I was grasping at numbness so that I wouldn't feel the pain of her death. But when you swaddle yourself so you don't feel, it doesn't stop just one feeling, it stops everything. And so I still needed to feel, I just didn't want to feel the pain. Reacting to music and music videos let me feel. Once I started therapy and started recovering and my emotional system started coming back online, I used to let my armor down so the song could come in so I could feel. Normally, as things happen, you deal with them with your emotional systems. So if you have a year's worth of emotional stuff, you might be a little behind if some really traumatic stuff happens, but you're generally about a year. I've been about 35 years with my emotional systems offline. About 2 years ago, they came back online. I have 35 years worth of emotional stuff that I'm still trying to deal with. I have not yet fully processed my wife's death. When I go through that, I have to process my mother's death. She died like 3 years ago. I have to process my stepfather's death. He died like last year. I haven't even had a chance to process much of this stuff because my system has just come online. When I let my armor down to let anything in, I have 35 years worth of trauma coming out. There is no room for the song to come in. Normal people have 35 years to deal with 35 years of emotional stuff. I've had 2 to deal with 35 years, plus everything that continues happening. I'd love to react to stuff. I feel too much right now. I don't even have to let my armor down, and I start to cry when I look at pictures of puppies. I start to cry from emotion just from looking at pictures of beauty or sadness or anything. I reacted to feel. I am feeling way too much. There is just no room for a song to come in. I mean, I know it killed my channel. I'm dealing with the wreckage right now as my channel finishes slowly dying. I know that. And I'd love to try and start up another channel so I could, just have a more normal subscriber count that wants to watch just the stuff that I do. But I've tried making up other channels and nobody wants anything to do with them. So I can deal with the wreckage of my dying channel with a very small bit of monetization and people that want to help out, and thank you so much, everybody that does. Or I can make up a new channel or work on the one that I have, my gaming channel, and then vanish entirely because people, as stated, people have already said, we don't care about your other stuff. We don't care. And I know nobody really cares about my gaming stuff. I mean, nobody really cares much about my stuff at all. I'm lucky if I get 300 views on a video. These days, I'm lucky if I break 150 with my gaming stuff. And my vlogging? Oh boy. So, yeah. I'd love to, because as much as the reacting saved my life. Reacting brought me to where I was. Reacting was good. But I can't. And that was bad for my channel. Good for me, because I can feel. but bad for the channel, and I'm dealing with the wreckage and the ending of it. So one day the train wreck is gonna stop. Hopefully, if YouTube doesn't keep like destroying small creators, and hopefully if I can figure something out, maybe I can, kind of come back, but we shall see. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and hokey smokes, I got like maybe 8 comments in the last 24 hours. Barely any views, barely any comments. Thank you, each and every one of you that does watch and does comment. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. So, if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language, I do a lot better now when I'm on ADHD meds, but I still forget. So if I forget while I'm counting, my apologies. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Thank you so very much. Calling on my Chrome, we have Bambi, who coming into the comments to call me a boomer, which by age I pretty much am, but that insult has been ruined. So Angel Lindemann, thumbs up and thank you. Nando Rice Cheruti, always good to see you in the comments and thank you. Confused Owl 29, and good to see you as well, definitely a thumbs up. We have Xenon, thumbs up. Annie Powers, greatly appreciated. Tyler Larson, thumbs up and thank you. A-Rock, greatly appreciated. Inside Joke, thumbs up and thank you. Ben B, thumbs up. Christopher Thomas, thumbs up and thank you so much. Din Corta, greatly appreciated. Andrew Loves, thumbs up and thank you. I was wrong. There's actually 14. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. And then there's Cale Newkirk. Cale, C-A-E-L, Newkirk, 14 people. Thank you all so very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated to no end. Definitely a thumbs up on that. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. It is because of you that I'm able to eat and I have a roof over my head. Thank you so much. Homelessness will kill me. I do appreciate absolutely everybody that helps. Thumbs up on that and thank you. If you could check out the PayPal link if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, and if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wishlist link where hopefully I've updated it to have Reptisan and hamster food and hamster bedding and cat food. If you could check it out, that would be very cool. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you can toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button. That would be very cool. Thank you so very, very much. And of course, the horse head of encouragement is back, and even though it does not wear the lobster hat, it still wishes us the best. Now, these may seem like simple rubber masks wearing a simple hat, and when I talk of them leaving, it may seem like they're just leaving around the house to prowl around, but these are simple manifestations of great cosmic beings. They have huge power, stuff we cannot even understand. This is a simple manifestation on our physical plane of their existence. They are not simple masks. They simply manifest as such. And the horse head of encouragement does wish us the very, very best, and that is a good thing indeed. And of course, Black Lives Matter, and stop Asian hate. And please try to stay as safe and creative as you can during these very hard times. So if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. Wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, get a vaccination shot if you can. Oh, we can get through this. If you're in the United States, please believe in science. Don't listen to those that don't. Good Lord, we live in reality. We don't live in whatever, political bubble you happen to be in. A virus doesn't care what political party you were affiliated with. A virus only wants to spread, and we are nice petri dishes for them, so be careful. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is a definite thumbs up. You survived that? Not for long.